Welcome back to part 2. It. I love the audio panning effects. Conway takes a minute to think. Conway scratches behind Blue's right ear. How about a treat? Here's some jerky from the gas station attendant. He's a bit odd, ain't he? I guess the night shift will do that to you. What do you think of this place? It's odd. I'd never noticed it driving by. Conway is ready to leave. Okay, to take a moment to redeem the dad joke. Give me just a moment, I'm thinking. What's blue and doesn't weigh much? Light blue. Smith Grove, Scottsville. Porter Pike. Diner. The diner doesn't appear to have a name. A vinyl banner slung above the door simply reads, 24 hours. It only has one window, behind which the blinds are tightly closed. Conway tries the door. The door swings open easily. A bell rings nearby. The interior of the diner is pitch black. Conway stands in the doorway, waiting for his eyes to adjust. A bit of errant light from the nearby highway creeps in through the open door, and gradually Conway is able to make out a few figures inside. Two old men in trucker hats sit in a corner booth, with checkerboards set on the table between them. A young woman standing behind the counter in an apron must be a waitress. A cook stares blankly from the kitchen. The door slams shut and the room is dark again. Conway walks in the direction of the counter. He hits his knee on something hard and metallic and winces painfully. Then carefully finds his way to his stool, places his hand on the counter. Another hand, a young woman's, rests itself on his. She guides his fingers through a laminated menu. Conway closes his eyes, opens them, maybe closes them again. Impossible to differentiate. A cup of coffee would do it. Black, oily, even hot, familiar diner coffee. Conway runs his hands down the menu. The surface is uniformly flat and slick with condensation. He feels a warm hand against his cheek and freezes. Her fingers run across the stubble of his chin. He feels like apologizing. She leans forward, and so does he. The exterior of the Barren River Rural Electrical Cooperative Corporation is dingy beige and sprinkled with fading graffiti. The front door hangs open from a broken hinge. The windows are dark. Conway looks in the window. The windows are too dirty to see anything inside, with a few dim shapes, furniture, maybe, or livestock. Conway steps through the front door. The room feels empty with no furniture other than the built-in front desk, host to a disconnected telephone and a few empty beer cans meandering. Lines of color have been spray painted along the walls. Behind the desk, a hallway leads into darkness. Conway lifts the telephone receiver to his ear. There's no dial tone. The phone is disconnected. Conway closes his eyes. With the phone pressed close to his ear, Conway can hear a thin, quiet roar, like the ocean or the highway. Conway steps into the hallway. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quickly disappears into darkness. Something is glowing in the distance, barely. Conway walks to the dark end of the hall. The door at the edge of the hallway is tightly closed, but a warm glow bleeds in from its edges. The handle is loose and the door swings open easily. The hallway fills with warmth, light, and the smell of smoke and coffee. About a dozen men and women sit around a campfire in the middle of a large room. Cubicle walls have been cut into pieces, some leaning up against the wall and some arranged in the stacks of firewood. One of the women waved to Conway and offers him an empty chair. It's missing wheels, but it's comfortable and easily adjustable to his height. Someone takes a pot hung above the fire and pours coffee into a styrofoam cup. Conway accepts it, and they all return to watching the fire. A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. Marquez Farmhouse.